Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a live edition of Real Talk for Real Men. I'm your host, Lee Black. And of course, it is February the 14th. So I want to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone. So hopefully you are having a fantabulous week, as I'm actually having a pretty good week. And so let me bring in my co-host before we kick things off, because this may be she and I today. But for those of you watching live or who watch later on, I hope you have a safe and happy Valentine's Day. But of course, me and Mick McNack is here. What's up, McMack?
Oh, not much. What's going on with you?
Oh man, I'm just glad that it's Wednesday, honestly. And so far I'm having a good week. How are you?
I don't know. I feel like I'm stuck in the mud, if that
Oh
makes sense.
no,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Coming down off of a Super Bowl, and it's weird weather in different places. So, it's an odd week, but I'm in a good place. But thank you for joining me, because I know you can be doing other things. And Miss Carol, how you doing, Miss Carol? How are
Yeah.
you this evening? Thank you for joining us. And of course, I got my sis from New York City, where they're dealing with snow. What's going on, sis?
What's up, y'all? Hi, Tasha.
What's going on, Sherry?
Yeah, good to see you, sis. So, hey, as I said, for first of all, welcome to Real Talk for Real Men. If you don't know, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook under the title Real Talk for Real Men. This is a conversation where we have broad, open conversations about real, raw topics. And my show is part of the TFG family. So don't forget to check me out on TFG. Specifically, subscribe to TFG Ratchet, because I go live throughout the week. And that's my other persona, where I'm an opinionated SOB, and I talk about all kinds of crazy shit that just come to my mind. And in case you don't know by now, this show is raw, it's real, the language is open, but we always agree to disagree without being disagreeable. So be a part of the movement, and please come in and join us. Don't forget to hit that like button and notifications so you can check me out whenever I go live. Oh my goodness, World Facts. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining us. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you being here. One of our brothers is not here. This is a staple of the show. Mr. Kenny at Kendrick Sports Hustle. He says, evening, evening, evening. Is that your Hugh Hefner smoker's jacket? I did wear this in honor of Valentine's Day. I'm not a big fan of red, but this is the closest I could get to it. So I'm in my Bill Cosby zone. So, uh,
Wait, which part? Which Bill Cosby?
I'm the doping Bill Cosby. I'm the doping,
Oh, okay.
not the
Okay.
Jello pop, but I'm the doping Bill Cosby. Doping bitches
Hey,
up.
Miss
Yes, I
Carol.
am. So yes, so it's probably gonna be just us. So again, we're gonna
Mhm.
get things kicked off. And of course, what else would I be talking about, folks, if I wasn't talking about Valentine's Day? And when I said to do this show, it only made sense. We're airing live. I decided to do the show on Valentine's Day. So why not do a Valentine's Day show? But I also knew that for millions around the world, probably most of my viewers, they're out celebrating Valentine's Day. If you watching this with us, either you're cozy with your Valentines, or you probably single like me and Sasha. So,
Right. Well, along those lines, let me say this because I've been seeing some really, really like sad individuals today on Valentine's Day, like on social media.
wow.
I get it. I understand for a lot of people what it may mean and how important it is, but don't let this holiday like define you, and please don't let it get you down if you don't have anybody. Like please.
Tasha, you've driven right into the lane that I wanted to go. When we think of Valentine's Day, we always think about all of the gift giving, this, that, and all that's great, but there are definitely some pros and some cons. So that's what we're going to talk about. Ms. Carol says, "Hey Kenny," and DJ's in the house. What's going on? National Bitter Day. So
DJ, don't come in here with no foolishness.
well, we're definitely not going to be bitter, or at least not. We're not. And I hope, if nothing else, if you're watching this, if you are bitter, we're going to do our best to try to make you laugh, have a little fun, so that, hey, you can get out of your zone. Kendrick says, single as a $2 bill, you
Yes.
know. So absolutely. So where did Valentine's Day even get its start? You know, a lot of times we celebrate these holidays and we don't really realize where the origins come from. And I went out to run my errands today at about 5 o'clock, and I was thinking, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? The traffic was absolutely brutal. It was ridiculous. I live in Buckhead here in Atlanta, and just I literally was going up the street. It took me 15 minutes just to get to the store to get my lottery tickets. And I go to the grocery store, but I looked over and I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going in there. And this is 5 o'clock in the evening. Like, what in the world is going on? And talked to my sister, and she made me realize, well, it's Valentine's Day. Oh, okay. That's why every fucker with a car is out right now. So people are out doing all kinds of God knows what, doing everything. So let's talk about how Valentine's. So there's many theories about how Valentine's got started. One legend talks about a 3rd century Roman priest around 270 CE. This is before Christ, that he was performing marriages illegally when the Emperor Claudius II outlawed them. So that's one possible story. Another account talked about Saint Valentine of Tournai, who was a bishop. They claim that the holiday was named for him. But I'm going to go with the one that made the most sense to me as far as how Valentine's Day got started. It talked about it was really from a pagan Roman fertility festival called Lupercalia. Because if you do your research, that seems to suggest the most common things that we link Valentine's to and how it kind of progressed over the years. It was a debaucherous festival. And for those of you out there, that's a big $10 word. Debauchery is fucking and drinking and cussing.
Should have known by that shit-eating grin on your face.
Some words just speak to your heart. Debauchery just speaks to my heart. Think about when Moses went up in the mountain and them motherfuckers got to kicking it while he was staying too long. They was having a debaucherous time. I just love that word. So anyway, this debaucherous festival where they celebrated the coming of spring, it included animal sacrifices, drunken revelry to honor Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture. And it also involved men and women being paired up together, get this, through a lottery system, how they were matched up. And basically this how they was married off. And this is according to history.com. So this is the one that, to me, just researching this, it seemed like it made the most sense about how we kind of got to this place. And of course, down the centuries, it became more commercialized. Carol says, after almost 32 years, every day is Valentine's Day, just being able to wake up and see each other. I love that sentiment. I love that sentiment. And hopefully, you know, we can make some sense of this conversation for others who, like myself, who I actually don't celebrate Valentine's Day, and I'll share with you later on exactly why. But okay, let's bring this thing up to date, how they become commercialized. We got to the place now where, guess what, folks? Valentine's Day is celebrated in the US, Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, France, and Australia. The US is projected to spend $25.8 billion just on this one holiday. Let that sink in. $25.8 billion just on this holiday. There's going to be 145 million Valentine's cards actually sold. This is only second to Christmas. That's the only other holiday that sells more greeting cards. It's Christmas.
I thought it'd be Mother's Day, honestly.
I was very surprised, but Valentine's Day right behind Christmas. But you know what? I think put it over the top, Tasha. Think about how they make school kids give away cards as well.
Oh, but yeah, well, are they counting the little Valentine box Valentine? Okay, well then that makes sense.
Yeah, they're counting, and so that's why when I was reading, I was like, oh my God, because I was thinking the same thing. And then when it comes to candy sales, this kind of really broke me down. You know, when you think about candy, obviously the number one holiday for selling candy is what?
Halloween.
They generate about $2 billion. Christmas is next with 1.4 billion. No, I'm sorry. Easter is next. I'm sorry. Right under Halloween with 1.9 billion. And that threw me off a little bit too, but I guess so.
I don't surprise me.
And then you got Christmas at 1.4 billion. and Valentine's makes about $1 billion in candy sales. And Carolyn says, yes, she thought Mother's Day as well, which is a huge one. But yeah, so yeah, this is a huge commercial holiday, and of course, the biggest things is guess what on Valentine's Day? Just these are just some fun facts. Chocolate makes up 43% of sales, as you
Mm.
can imagine.
Mhm.
Oh man, I just had the statistics and it went away. Chocolate and flowers. That's all you need to know. Chocolate and flowers. It lists some other shit. My graphic went away from me. But literally chocolate and flowers. And which made sense to me because I was telling somebody I was in Kroger's the other day. Yes, roses in particular. And I was blown away with the cost of roses and bouquets of flowers. Me and Tasha was talking about this last night. You know, bouquets being $50 and $60. So right off the bat, what do you? We get a chance to really talk about this in detail. Why do you guys think that Valentine's has become so commercial when I give you those numbers? And what does this say to you?
I would love to see a chart and a graph over the years, especially with the introduction of social media, because to me, that's why Valentine's Day is as big as it is because of the show, because it is like look what I got, look what he did for me, or look what she got for me. It's all about appearances and keeping it up. I don't there may be truly some people who do love each other, who truly like celebrate this day
Mm-hmm,
because they love their partner, but I
mm-hmm.
think by and large a lot of people do it because it's just the day to do it.
I love that. And we're going to talk a little bit about how social media plays an impact and whether that falls into the pro or the con of Valentine, whether it's a pro or a con. So I got a question about that, Tasha. Do you think Valentine's Day is considering social media? You think it's more important to, I always get them confused, the millennials or the Gen Z generation?
To me that's kind of like tit for tat, honestly. For
You
that,
think it's about
I
even?
think that that's probably about even. And I think too, it's even like with in terms of like relationship status, I think it matters more to people who are boyfriend and girlfriend than maybe like married people.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Good point. Sis, let me ask you a question. Do you think when we consider the commercialization of Valentine's, we just looked at all the amount of money going to be spent. You think it's more important to women or to men?
I think it's more important to women.
Okay. And why?
Women deal with that more because and the bad thing about it, they measure, on social media, like Tati, like Tasha said, to what they get, to how much the person love them, and that's just so stupid,
Hmm.
Wow.
you
Wow.
know.
Wow.
And see,
Mhm.
for
No, I'm
me,
just.
I
Mhm.
heard you say candy and flowers. I'm not too fond of chocolate, and I don't like roses and flowers because flowers. A lot of times, flowers, niggas get flowers when they lying.
Oh, whoa! Where the fuck did that come from?
So
What makes you say that, Sherry?
because the niggas get flowers because they think that's the end all or be all. That okay, once you see flowers, because you know what, it's people don't give flowers these days, and just think people, females got to realize niggas get flowers or whatever on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Even though to the much they cost, but half of them be lying anyway.
You know, sis, I never considered that. And Tasha and I had this long conversation last night, and I've never been a fan of giving flowers because, but I wasn't expecting that, and that's because I never gave them because I know this is horrible to say, but because Tasha was like telling me last night, but flowers die, So it's not just it's never been like a good gift for me to give somebody something that it's going to die in a few days anyway. So, but I never considered it from that point of view, since that men do give them as a form of an apology, I guess, you know. And then I didn't think about it that, oh my God, I'm in trouble. So let me bring some flowers.
It's the
Interesting.
default. It's always the default. Just or somebody else say just get her some flowers or get him this, get him
Wow,
that. Yeah.
wow.
And see,
You
I don't
know,
know, brother. I guess for me, when I was dating my husband and we were supposed to go on a to a concert and he came late, he come bringing me some flowers and a teddy bear.
wow,
And I
wow,
tore the arms off the teddy bear and I whapped him all across his head with the flowers and I never
wow.
liked them since.
Wow. Carol agrees with. She said that speaking of men, they equate love with gifts. Well, I guess women do too. I don't know. I don't know because I think that's a whole nother subject about who gives better gifts. So we're not gonna get into those weeds of that because I think the expectation is men are supposed to give much bigger and better gifts than we get from women. And maybe the reason why is because guilty conscience, I guess. Kenny says, I guess Sherry says niggas lie and flowers die.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
so
kidding.
poetic.
I know. But let's get into some of the pros because I do think there is some value in celebrating Valentine's Day. It's not for me, but I get where it has some value for others who believe in celebrating it. And the first thing that jumps out is making someone feel loved. Will we all agree, at least on that is a pro? It's always a pro to make somebody feel that they're loved.
True.
Will we all agree with that? So I
Mhm.
think that this is a good opportunity, you know, as far as a pro to make somebody feel loved. And so my question to you is, do you think becomes more valuable in making somebody feel loved when you first start dating them, when you in that honeymoon phase, or does it mean more to you as women the deeper you get into a relationship? Does it matter?
Well, for me, to be completely honest with you, it it don't matter. It don't
So
matter.
no difference. So when you first met your husband and he's giving you and this we only use Valentine's Day in this instance, that for Valentine's Day, taking you to dinner, whatever the case might be, it does it mean equally as much for you or more or less that years later when you're in a relationship? And then for you, Tasha, I want you to think about, when we tend to put our best foot forward when we first meet you. You
Hmm.
already know we're giving you our representative. Hell, we trying to get the draws. Let's just keep it honest. We trying to
Okay.
get the draws. This is real talk. We trying to fuck. Does it mean more? All those romantic gestures, in this case, making you feel love, honey, boo, this, that, or later in the relationship after you've crossed that zone? For which is more valuable? Because I want to learn some shit. I get to learn some because I got y'all too.
Well, I think later on in the relationship is more valuable for me
Okay.
because basically, like you said, you meeting his representative at first. So later on down in the time through the relationship, if he still maintains that type of, the way he feel about you and the gifts and stuff, that it's more valuable to me, if anything.
Okay. Now, what about for you, Tasha?
Are we speaking like specifically about Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I want to keep it. Yeah, I want to lock it in for Valentine's Day.
Of course, everybody wants to feel loved, yes, but I think sometimes when making people do anything on command, or
Mm,
like as an obligation, I think that kind of takes the true sincerity out of it because it's
okay.
like, it's the expectation of, oh, you have to do it this day. Like if you don't do it any other day, like you have to do it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say beginning, middle, or end. I just be honest. If you love me, don't do
Mm,
something, like do it because you do love me. If you intend on doing something, but
okay.
not because you feel like you have to or anything.
I I love what you just said there, and that's the reason why I honestly never celebrated because I always objected to the idea of a day dictating me having to show you how I feel when I could do that any day. But
Hmm.
since we're talking Valentine's Day, because I won't say that I've never given a Valentine's Day,
Mhm.
because again, it was to get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. So it was a gesture to get to that next level. And far as receiving it, I'm only speaking as a guy. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter. I didn't care for it at all. But
Mhm.
again, I was curious as to how women would feel about it. But to hear what you said, Tasha, if you, and Sherry too, if you know that you're getting my representative, because I feel like I'm getting your representative too, I think it's par for the course then that I'm going to be more active in doing that before we settle into whoever we are, what type of relationship we in,
Mhm.
because I think it's a means to an end in the beginning. Carol says, my first Valentine's Day dating my husband, we ate popcorn and watched movies. We were more concerned about getting to know each other. Oh, good God, Miss Carol, I miss those good old days where that's what it used to be like. Super fan, Miss Toria, hi, welcome. But now I don't even think people date per se anymore. They don't go on any real dates anymore. So that's a whole nother thing. And I wish I had some of my younger viewers. Like I wish Paige was on here, but I'm sure she's out somewhere doing something Valentine's Day related, you know. But yeah, but I do think overall a pro is making someone feel loved. I don't think that's ever a bad thing
Mhm.
to make somebody feel loved, even if it's not 100% love. But I don't think it's a bad thing to say, hey, I was thinking of you today, even if it's today, and dictate, so I got you something, hey, whatever. So I think that's a pro. I counted that as a pro. Another part of a pro is the element of romance. Why do you, maybe I should say it a different way. Not everyone has the capacity to be romantic.
Mhm.
So my question to you ladies is this as a pro, is it really, because Tasha, you made a valuable point. Is it really romantic if the person is doing it just because it's today? Does it still count?
You definitely asking the wrong person. For me,
And that's why, but
and I
I want
think
I want you to say why.
I think it does depend on the person
Uh-oh, we lost
that I've
Tasha
been
for a
seeing.
second.
Oh, sorry. By and large, from some of the things that I've been seeing and hearing today, it really matters. And if
Mm.
for a lot of, I think tomorrow and probably right now, a lot of people are finding out a lot of men didn't put forth the effort and they gonna wake up single tomorrow.
That's why I asked the question, because I know women. I know women. My niece, her daughter, and Sherry, you tell me when I've lied. He would be in a world of trouble if he doesn't go all out on Sherry. Am I lying?
Nope.
So that's why I was asking, does it matter? So, sis, does it matter to you? Oh, because for your answer now. Oh, I hate to put you on the spot, but I gotta do it.
Put me on the spot.
I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Did your husband get you something for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, whew, Tony. Whew.
But
So did it matter? Did it matter?
no, it didn't
Oh,
matter because it didn't matter to me because I like spontaneous gifts. I like when you thought about me
oh,
when I'm not even thinking of when it's not a
oh,
holiday or anything.
oh. So for you, this was not necessarily a romantic gesture.
No,
Oh,
because it's
wow.
just something that, like Tasha said, that is forced. Because it's
Oh,
Valentine's Day,
wow.
you're gonna get the flowers, you're gonna get the candy, and then like I told you, I didn't get flowers. I got candy or whatever and a little bracelet. But the thing is that I like because it's Valentine's Day. He figured he better get something, else he would be in trouble, but he wouldn't be.
I was about to ask you. That was a question I was going. That had he not, would he be in trouble?
No,
Okay.
because
Okay.
I know from, like I said, I've been married a long time, so I already know. He consider me no matter what,
Okay.
so it really wouldn't
Okay.
matter.
That's
Mm-mm.
what's up. That's what's up. Shout out, Tone. That's what's up. Miss Carol says she agreed with you, Sherry. She also mentioned about her husband. He had actually worked a double shift, and it was more important for him to relax. Oh, I love that. So, no, shout out to you, Miss Carol. I love the fact that you recognize that he had
Mhm.
worked a double shift, and so that speaks volumes as to why he married you. Because you're that woman that says, baby, you're tired. And I just had this conversation with Prophet yesterday. I think, I talked to my sister about this last week. The women that I've gravitated to when I was in a relationship, I need you. I'm attracted to the kind of woman that recognizes those things and said, no, baby, don't spend that kind of money on that. If you're gonna get me something. You don't have to go all out because we got bills to pay. So I love that sensible woman. You know what I'm saying? So I love that about you, Miss Carol. She says, those just because gifts mean so much. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Okay, let's go to another pro. This one I thought was an interesting. I counted as a pro because it is a solidified date. Having a date to look forward to something special can ignite excitement and passion and take you back to your earlier dating days. Is that true? Do you think tonight people are out? Is there validity in that whether you believe in it or not, the fact that you're doing it on Valentine's Day, you knew going into last week that on Wednesday night, I got to take my woman out because it's Valentine's Day. So it's a solidified date. Do you think that has value in sparking the romance and excitement?
Yeah, it has value. For some people, like today is all the sex that is sex and romance that they may have for a few months. There are some people who are in those type of relationships where they schedule certain things or they only do things like ever so often, like throughout the year. But for some people, Valentine's Day is that day. So yeah, I could see it as like a solidified day. I don't see how. I would be stressed working. I would be so stressed working at a restaurant because of how busy the reservations, the higher prices, like the elevated costs because they're doing special menus, limited menus. Like, oh, got us just packed in here like some sardines. Just don't lie.
It's got to be ridiculous tonight. Welcome, brother Bert. Thanks for joining us, brother. Good to see you, man. I know you work hard. I appreciate you spending a little time with us. Appreciate you. You popped in right on time and got your wine. And I'm hoping the missus
No
joined us.
wine.
No wine. What y'all sipping on?
He's
drinking
Duke.
cognac. I'm drinking Nouveau.
All right.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I love about y'all coming on camera right together. Look at how they color coordinated y'all.
I know.
I was dressed first. He came in the room. I'm like, oh, you trying to match me?
I love it.
He never want to match.
I love it.
It's Valentine's Day. He want to match all of us.
Hey, there you go.
I had to go southpaw on her real quick.
My brother. That's what's up. That's why y'all my favorite couple. Carol says I cooked his favorite meal tonight just because, which I love that, Carol, but it's also falling on Valentine's Day. So, there's some value. And so you guys are coming in where we're talking about some of the pros and cons, and we're still on the pros. And one of them was just the fact that it's a solidified date. So I want to ask you guys as a couple, what went into thinking about this being Valentine's Day and not going out tonight, or is it date night at home? I asked the right question.
Oh, right.
Tell y'all, this is why I'm so happy I married my best friend. We were getting dressed. And he was in his man cave, and I walked in, I was like, can we just go out Saturday? He was like, whoo, yeah, I was going to suffer through for you, but I didn't want to go out either. I was so happy because I'm like, we worked all day.
Wow.
Wow. The Super Bowl was Sunday. Valentine's Day was never the week of the Super Bowl. Like, how dare y'all disrespectfully put this the week of the Super Bowl? Super Bowl used to be in January. Then we had February. Now y'all want to keep pushing it back to the week.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that. I was like, oh, we worked all day. Like, we worked all day. 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 We worked all This
I
used to be
didn't
like
think about that.
All-Star Weekend and stuff. It was never Super Bowl around this time of year.
So
So
like going on, like on DJ, right on point. I clearly asked the right question. DJ said, my girl told me we can hang out Friday.
yes,
I love that.
So
And I hadn't even considered all of the things. Wow, the timing of this that we just did Super Bowl, it's Valentine's Day, and it's All-Star Weekend.
Hey, Black.
No one's doing all
check it
that.
out. And we already had the restaurants already. Like she had wound up making a reservation to one, which I didn't know, and then I had made one to one already. This was already done since January.
Right.
And when I was in the back, I was just like, "Yo, I'm not feeling this, but I don't want to be a Grinch. You know what I mean? I'm gonna suffer through it. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna do it with a smile." But she came back like, "Yo, let's just do bet." I said, "Bet." I'm on it. Let's do it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, DJ's just introduced another element of the solidified date that DJ, you on the money, my brother. DJ says, I'm the side chick though.
You know what? DJ always gotta.
But there's some truth to this now. There's some truth to this because Sherry just talked about this right before the show that really Valentine's Day is the day before, the day of. How did you put it, Sherry?
Yeah, it's the day before and the day of, and the mistress day is tomorrow.
So there is really go ahead, Tasha.
I think the side chick day it could be either the day before or the day after. It could be either one. Never the day of.
But not the day
Never
of.
the day of.
Not the day of.
Right.
You don't even get gifts the day of.
No, we're not heathens
get
out here. We're
card,
heathens respectfully.
So DJ, it is a real thing that what probably started out as kind of under the cover, that is kind of acceptable now that, you know, to tell whoever you kicking it with on the side that, look, I can't fuck with you on Wednesday, but I can get you the day after, or I can get you the day before.
I saw a lady's video today. She said that she was going to, because it was too much trouble where they live to get reservations. So she said for her and her husband to make it spicy, they're going to go out tomorrow, but she's going to dress up like real slutty. And then when they get to the restaurant, she's going to be talking about his wife out loud, but she's really the wife. So they're turning into like a role playing thing.
I love it. I love it. DJ says you find out if you're the one. This is National Unfollow Day.
Wow.
He says I was a king of this. I'm saved.
No, he's not. No, I think one wrong conversation, DJ gonna be right back to what he was doing.
DJ, you're repentant. You repented. I'll tell you. Oh my God! So I love it. Let's go to another pro of. And Tasha, you touched on this. You said that for some people, and this is sad then, that for some people, if today is that one day that you get some kind of attention, my God, that's got to be sad because I'm looking at this as a positive that you can re-energize the relationship. And you know what made me think about this part of it as a pro? Sister Hannah, you said it. Little sis, you said, y'all work. Both of y'all work. Y'all got children. You know what I'm saying? You got things going on. Most households now, there's a lot going on. Two working adults, and then if you have children, don't have no demanding kind of job, don't have alternating work schedules.
We do.
So, and you know what I'm saying? And so I think about that. This could be a pro in the sense that it involves planning. And this could be a way to set aside just that special time to reignite, because here's what people don't want to admit. This show is called Real Talk. Relationships and marriages falls into ruts. People lie sometimes and say, oh, we have sex 3 times a day and this, that, and the other. Yeah, you might start out that way. Oh, there are people who will say that.
Unemployed.
Thank you. 3 times. If you're doing that kind of fucking, you ain't working. You know.
A week. Yeah.
But you just made my point for me. For regular, real folks, because we can sit here and pretend that, oh my God, my sex life. It may start that way. Don't get me wrong. When you first start out and it's all new, but every couple, whether you're married or not, you settle into whatever your pattern is. And sometimes we even get into a rut unintentionally sometimes because you're working. If there's children, if there's demanding job, if there's traveling, if there's stress. And so I think about Valentine's Day as sometimes a way to hit the reset button. Anybody disagree?
Because
I agree
it's
with that.
contagious. Like you go out, you see it, or you could be just in the right environment. Maybe you do get that right reservation, and it's just the right atmosphere that you need. Like so, you get you're able to relax and hopefully relax and talk and enjoy the conversation, and then not just be just staring at each other across the table. Like, I hate this motherfucker.
That staring might work too.
Look,
Some people don't know their significant other anymore. That might work depending on the relationship.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna read something too, and I want you guys to comment on this. It says, if you've been going through a shaky period lately, you might like to know that many couples use Valentine's Day as a way to reboot their relationship and use the date as a springboard for positive change. And so I do like the idea of that like anything else, sometimes we need those little kicks in the ass, a little jolt to say, you know what? Because I'm gonna say this, and Bert, I want you to comment on this. I want you to comment on this, Bert. And the reason why I say that, we as men are guilty of sometimes that once we've conquered, I'm saying it in a nice way, that sometimes we let our guard down. Though I got her now, so I don't have to do things as special. And I like the idea that this can kind of reignite and maybe think, you know what? Maybe let me go back to doing some of the things I did to attract her. Am I wrong, Bert?
no, you're not wrong, and that's funny because I was thinking about that earlier. It was fun planning. Thinking about the day, thinking about things you want to do and things like that. It kind of brought you back and reignite a little bit, brought you to a place where when you first start dating, so you're trying to get everything together, you're trying to get
Man.
gifts, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying?
And so I want to share this with ladies. I don't think y'all even truly appreciate that's the exciting part for us as men is the chase and the planning and thinking about you all the times and what you smell like and oh she would like this and that, and then we can kind of sometimes wean ourselves away from that. So that's what I like about this. So I want to ask the women on the panel. Tasha knows this. My favorite Destiny's Child song is Cater to You.
Mhm.
And the lyrics of the song talk about basically keeping themselves up and when man gets home serving. What do you guys think about the value? Where has it gone? I'm gonna say it a different way. Where has it gone that women also reignite passion in terms of doing the things that you did to attract a man? Where has that gone, in your opinion?
Oh, can I? Who want to
Yeah,
go?
please.
So I'm speaking for me. I keep myself okay. Nails done. He speak up.
How to say
say
fuck
that.
them other bitches?
I don't want to anybody else. I'm keeping myself right, okay? Because I ain't got time, and I lost some weight. Y'all see?
So hey, bravo. But so why? So what do you attribute the fact that? Cool, because I gotta ask this then. What do you attribute then to the fact that you are doing that and it doesn't happen? And I'm not talking about the women out there with the big spider eyelashes, because that's the point. Once once they get the guy, what happens to that same sentiment that I'm going to keep it up? What happens?
So I think that some people think I'll tell you. So I was listening to like the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and it was this letter that the girl wrote in and said that she was surprised and she wanted to know why her boyfriend broke up with her because the only thing she brought was a cute face and good sex, nothing else.
Mm.
And she was like, "Well, he got me And if he marry me, then I'll go ahead and do the things a wife's supposed to do.
Wow.
And I don't think people
Wow.
two I took from that. One,
Wow.
if you wait, relationships are auditions. Let's all be real. They are auditions to who we want to move to the next level with. You
like
add
that.
audition.
I
You
like
want
that.
to see if you're going to get a promotion. You either get a promotion or you get fired. Point blank period. So that's the relationship stage. So why would I wait to marry somebody who gives me nothing during? I'm not hiring you if you give me nothing during the probation period. I'm good. So what's the point of that? But I also feel like people don't. Some people don't realize that men are visual. We know this. So you want to have, even for yourself. I've always been a stickler. I think you should look good for yourself, but everybody looks good the way they want to, and not how other people perceive. So if you wake up and you were like, I'm gonna put on some sweatpants, put my hair up, until I look good, then that's how you're supposed to look good. But I feel like some women nowadays feel like if I don't have to do, as long as I got good, well, this is real talk, right?
Yeah.
As long as I got good pussy and a good face, I can do whatever, and he's still gonna be here. So I just feel like nowadays it's not much because you can see it online, you can see it in the stores, you can see it everywhere.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that because
for you when you're gonna see it on Instagram, Facebook,
because that's not enough.
TikTok.
That's not enough. I want to read a couple of comments real quick because I know Tasha Sherry wanted to get you in this conversation. These just says all the things you do before you hit. After that, there's no more cheeseburgers. Get a hamburger or you don't eat.
Damn, a hamburger? Damn, can we supersize it? Shit.
You can't get cheese.
And that's fucked up. Miss Toria says this really is a day for the greeting card to make millions. We talked about that, Miss Toria. They sell more greeting cards only behind Christmas today, and the florist jacked up the roses to over $200 or $300 for a dozen. Restaurants jack up their prices. Tasha brought that up as well. So sometimes maybe it's wise to sit back and sit this day out. Tori says, myself and my husband show each other all year long how much we love each other. We do date nights, movie nights, and trips. They made this day for those greedy companies. And Carolyn chimes in, says, I keep doing the same things I did when I met him. Nothing changed about me but my age. Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Carol. Go ahead. You know, Sherry or Tasha, if you want to comment on where do you think it has gone, though, that the catering part, and you know, because as Tasha, as Hannah says, we are visual, and what was beautiful to us from the very beginning, yes, we get that. But I'm glad you said that, Hannah, because I can go out right now and buy a 2024 car, and I can get that thing home and love looking at it. Look how it shines, and look how it wheels are. See me 6 months later.
Mm-hmm.
Am I lying, Bert? Because now it's still pretty, but now this new 2025 version has caught my attention. So Tasha and Sherry, why don't enough women appreciate that?
I was gonna go the way Hannah went, and it specifically about the it's the I'm not doing this until I get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do, you know, they call a lot of it wifely duties as a girlfriend.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it. Or it's also, well, it costs to do all of that, and if we're not doing anything, why would I waste my makeup? Why would I waste my my outfit? Why would I waste, you know, some good pictures, some cute shots, a good wig? Like that's what I hear. Like, why would I waste those things if we're not gonna go anywhere, we're not doing anything special?
Wow. Sis, you want to add anything?
You know, I'm old school. You know, I'm gonna cater to my husband no matter what. And the way to a man heart is to his stomach anyway. So, you know, my husband like to eat. And both things, you know, last night I was eating on me a brown stew chicken, looking outside the snow, getting head. We like shit like that. So I'm old school.
That's my sister, little TMI.
Not eating chicken and getting
Listen, Miss Carol and chimed in, say exactly, Sherry. Well, all righty then. I'm gonna have to live vicariously through you guys, and I'm gonna get to that in a second.
I know that's right.
DJ says, laughing out loud, being for real though, we all know it's a woman's holiday. Men don't mind going all out, but the women who don't need all the extras are the ones we want. Absolutely. Once you show me that you are appreciative, the sky's the limit. A bird is shaking his head. Even my cheap ass. Once you show me, that that's really how I am. Once you reach and you indicate you would pay for me too.
Oh yeah.
I got you. Now I got you. We go into a movie. Sometimes it's a test. Hunter, you said it's an audition, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We get up there. I'm taking you out to a movie. I want you to get up there first. I want to see if you're going to even indicate you're going to pay for the tickets. Because once you show me that, your money is not good. I got you. It's that Bronx Tale movie where he let the girl in the car and he went around the back of the car to see if she would reach over and let him in. And the guy said, if she don't do that, she's a selfish bitch. Put that hoe out.
That's
All
right.
right, he ain't say that.
Well, that's kind of
Sonny ain't say all that.
That wasn't in my version. Maybe it was in your version.
That's it,
Sonny
right.
ain't say all that.
That's black fact.
Well, that's what he meant, shit. DJ says, Sherry
Yeah,
said,
I say
eating
one
chicken,
thing.
getting that thing in.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ.
Cal said, DJ, I'm spoiled. Ain't nothing wrong with being spoiled if you spoil me back. Absolutely. But yeah, go ahead, Hannah.
I just want, why do people? Okay, maybe it's just me. Why do everybody keep saying it's a woman's holiday? People don't buy gifts for their men.
No.
No,
By and large, they
no,
don't.
Are you serious?
no,
Yeah.
no, DJ, this is not for us.
Wait.
Valentine's Day,
Wait.
sweetheart, I'm sorry, I'm breaking the news to you. Then this is a woman's holiday.
So people don't buy gifts for their men.
There's a
Some
lot of
do,
people who don't.
And you missed that part, and that's a part of it is that
Yeah.
What?
there's a wide sentiment that
Yeah.
even if a woman gets a man a gift, it's not going to be anything big because he ain't thinking about that.
It's
Is
usually
not
pussy.
for us. Right.
No.
Right. Tasha
It's
said again. Tasha said again.
usually pussy. That's usually like the go-to. I'm just gonna give him some pussy.
That's not a gift. That's a requirement.
I'm
in a
just
relationship. It's not a gift.
I'm being it is. Do you know there's in marriages that it's Valentine's Day or birthday or Christmas that the man even get head?
Yeah.
Because that's this. Bernie Mac jokingly said that there's so much truth in comedy that this is not a man's holiday. And DJ says pussy is supposed to be our gift, no matter how dry
You know what?
it may be. Oh my God, DJ,
Dry.
you're a damn fool. Carol says, not on Valentine's Day. I buy anytime. I see something I know he would like just because I was, and that's the way it should be. That's
Yeah.
what
But I
she said.
feel like-
Y'all don't listen to. No, we hear you, my brother. You
We
making
hear you
some
crazy.
valid points. You making some valid points, but this is not for us.
I feel like though, I know people always say that like, oh, this is Valentine's Day. I give stuff all year long. However, your birthday is one day of a year. Christmas is one day of the year. I think you still want to take one day, even if it's a car, a cupcake, something, just to say, even though we do all year long, today I wanted to do just one more thing because of the day. Like I feel like why can't, if we want to celebrate our birthdays, if we want to celebrate holidays, why can't we celebrate Valentine's Day instead of saying, oh, I do all year long? You could still take one day and do just something, one extra special. It don't gotta be big, but something.
I get it.
I always, got my husband and made him feel special on Valentine's Day. I guess that's why I'm cat.
I know that.
I've never been a fan of it. And again,
Really?
I've never been a fan of Valentine's Day because I love giving gifts, but just because, and when I've been in relationships, I purposely would not get somebody I really care about something on Valentine's Day because it didn't mean any. No, I see your face and everything, but here's what you need to know. Here's what you need to know, Hannah, and Sherry can attest to this. I love giving gifts. Me and Tasha was talking about this last night. I miss the good old days when if I was in a mall, I used to buy perfume sets just to buy them. And I had female friends, just friends, not somebody I was with, that when they came to my apartment, like, hey, sweetheart, grab you one of those gifts. I love giving gifts. Yeah. But not because a day tells me I have to give it to you. When I'm somewhere, and Sherry knows how I treated my wife, I couldn't walk in a store without thinking, oh, Michelle would like this. You know, when I was in a long distance relationship, Brandy, when she showed up, she would come every other weekend. There was always something there because while she's not there, oh, I'm getting this for her. You know, I know she's going, so she's driving back with shit that she didn't even plan on. I love giving gifts if you show you appreciate it, you know, and pussy cannot be the gift. Yeah, to DJ's point, you're going to give me that pussy regardless. You're going to give me that pussy. You're going to have to give something. You can't even come off. If you're on your cycle, you're going to have to suck some dick even. So you're going to give me some kind of sex no matter what.
I don't know all about that, bro.
That's a given. I'm just saying that can't be the gift because that's a given. That can't be the gift. My last pro, I want to throw my last pro in there. We won't spend a lot of time on it because I want to get to some of the cons. It's the positive memories. So we're not going to even dwell on that. But it is a pro in the sense that if you do go out with the planning, it can make for some great memories to look back on that, hey, remember, you know, we did this and we did that, you know. Now, let's jump into some of these cons because it's not all candy and flowers either. Valentine's Day has some negative connotations as well.
What happened?
Sis, can you hear us? Like we can still hear you and see you.
Hear you.
We can still hear you, see you.
I can't
so
even hear.
We hear you too.
Yeah, we hear you. So I hope you stop talking.
That's so stupid.
Here.
And I'll come back in.
I can't hear y'all.
This is the beauty of a live show. Sis, we can hear you. We can hear you. Okay.
Sign language all that.
No. Sherry, we can hear you. So I don't know. She'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. But okay. One of the cons is the lofty expectations. You know, that goes, she'll come back in. That goes on. DJ is laughing at me. No, she was not muted, so I'm glad you took that off. But the lofty expectations that goes along with what Tasha talked about this at the very beginning. Social media has made this a thing where you got to do something, you know. You know what I'm saying? So that's to me like one of the major cons of, you know, of this holiday is that, oh my God, and on top of that, it's not just I have to give her something, I gotta go all out and I have to top what I did last year.
Not just that. You not only have to top what you did last year, but you have to top what her friend's man did for her friend. Or you have to top what any celebrity couple did for one another. Like, bitch, y'all work at Burger King. He cannot do that. That's not the same. So,
man, Tasha, you bring up a good point. The keeping up with the Joneses aspects of it. Your money ain't Usher's money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using him, you know, because he's in the limelight right now. But
fix your face, Wayne. Fix your face. Fix your face.
I'm just using him as an example. That, you know, you see somebody, the shit we see on Love and Hip Hop, you know, that's a scripted show. Mm-hmm. And so now you want to go out and try to match that. My dollars don't spend like that. And that goes back to me walking through Kroger's this week. I'm not paying $50 or $60 for no bouquet of flowers because even if I'm in,
What?
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
No,
Even
Whole
because,
Foods had them for 24 for 2 dozen.
oh my God,
This is
they were
crazy.
spending $50 and $60 sitting there, and I'm like, that's why I was like, what the fuck when the
Whole
flowers cost
Foods,
so much?
Crazy as hell.
Whole Foods had 2 dozen for $24.99.
Crazy as hell. I'm thinking gonna die next day.
Thank you. And that's
No.
why I said, I'm like, no, we got to eat and live after this day has passed. And I said again, what if you got family, you got children, you got, that this is just one day. So the lofty expectations. And DJ says social media kills everything. You got to impress people you don't even like. And DJ, how about the ones who got 1,000 friends? Nobody in their real right fucking mind has 1,000 friends. You might know fucking 30 people at best, but like you said, you go to posting and you're going to see it tonight. You're going to see it tonight. People are going to post what they did, where they went, where they're eating for people you don't even like, who don't like your ass either. And people, because I was meant to say this earlier, just like this day is not really for men, Valentine's Day, it's in my opinion, a lot of it, especially the social media aspect of it, it's really about people who don't even like you anyway, because this is just them. Let me look at her page to see what she got and what he got. Oh, I knew he wasn't shit, and it's that kind of fucking stuff that to me makes it just distasteful. Carol says, go ahead,
I'm
Tasha,
sorry.
please.
I just wanted to add one thing too. I think today too is also to your point though about going and checking in. Some of those messy individuals looking at some of those couples to see, well, she said he had to propose to her by today or it was over. So they check in refreshing statuses for that too.
All right, putting all your business
Tasha,
out
can I
there.
say one thing?
Thank
about
you.
that?
Thank you.
I post, but I don't really post. So I don't post any gifts I get, anything Bert and I do, gifts and stuff. I don't do that because it's none of your business. I have a friend of mine who's in like a crazy relationship. And I told my happy Valentine's Day to my girls earlier and everything. And she was like, oh, I noticed you didn't, which was crazy. She was like, oh, I noticed you didn't even post you and Bert. Everything okay? And I was caught off guard because I'm like, I don't know. Me and my girls have a group chat ongoing. It was 7 a.m. I gotta wake up and post them. Like, I don't do that in general. Why would I do it because it's Valentine's Day? Like, I was confused because I'm like, because I didn't post them at the crack of dawn, we have problems because it's Valentine's Day. I was confused.
It started today. And it'll go on all night. And you'll see it all day tomorrow because it's showing what you did, where you got. Carol says, I ain't trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's crazy as hell. I live within my own finances. And that's absolutely. This is just one. It's just one day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? DJ says, I'll admit it. I'm petty. I'm petty poster. I'm posting to piss people off. LOL. I pray about my pettiness.
But no, it's okay though. Sometimes you don't realize if you pissing somebody off. Sometimes you could just be posting just to be happy and don't realize somebody's pissed off of your happiness.
Oh my God. And that is so true. So, and that's why I said in reality, and I know DJ is kidding, but again, maybe he does post some things just because I love how sometimes he kind of baits people in, I follow you, DJ.
He's a straight troll.
And which I love that, but I guarantee you on some real shit.
That's crazy.
I said this on another show. One of the reasons I admire, I've never met DJ a day in my life, folks, and never met him in person. One of the reasons I admire him, I tell you what, that man got his son Kobe. That man loved that boy, loved that little boy. That's his heart.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? And I know you ain't posting that. You don't give a damn about, you're posting that because you're proud and you're a proud parent. And I love that. And that's genuine. And that's genuine.
Played too much.
You know what, DJ?
He's Hannah, social media told me Bert dumped you.
Bert didn't see it. He said told me that dumb shit.
Way too much.
Well, if y'all
That's
look
how
on,
shit starts right there.
if y'all look on my
When
social
I told the
media,
girl one gift that
you
I got,
wouldn't even think I have a husband.
date. Oh, sorry.
But there we go. And that's one of the cons, that social media element. Here's another one that people don't think about, is how it magnifies your relationship. Once again, as we're talking about it, that half the shit we see is not real. You know, and even we're going to see that tonight and tomorrow. Just because he took you out to eat, okay, tomorrow he's gonna take the side bitch out. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
probably eat her ass.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they get their ass ate.
That if your relationship is shit and that this is what you hanging your hat on, a lot of this shit is just, it's not real. Again, another con is that it's just one day. Again, you have to live outside of this. And another one was surprise. A lot of people don't like surprises. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like surprises. Don't surprise me. You know, for some, you know, sometimes you could go all out and have these elaborate things planned out, and it don't go quite as. Think about the jumbotron situations where you think you in a relationship with somebody deeper than somebody else, and you decide to propose on Valentine's Day, and it ain't that. You know.
I'm not big on surprises myself, but that's because for
I
me,
knew Tasha that one hit you.
I have control issues, and I have to mentally prepare, and I have to have a plan in my head. So if I don't have it, like I got to know something.
Right. And that's what's saying. That's a real thing. Not everybody wants to be caught off guard with.
I love
how many people today or tonight is going to propose because this is so-called the most romantic date night of the year, and even some going to accept the proposal knowing good and goddamn well they don't want that person, but it's Valentine's Day.
Or they get, or the people getting married today.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm
not saying yes if I want to.
You about to ruin somebody's life.
But and Brother Bert, people do it all the time because the onlookers, this right now, this moment in some restaurant, some dumbass is getting down on his knee proposing to some bitch that probably gonna be sucking my dick a couple of months from now.
Hey, dumbass,
well, it is tax season,
Don't
so
marry her. You saying that as a married man?
Yeah, because she's about to be sucking Black's dick.
No, not his dick. The person who proposing dick.
Well, it's tax season, so we'll break up in March or April.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
Well, if I wasn't married, they'll be getting a surprise from me because they'll be surprised. You won't be getting no head over this way.
Well, you married the right one because again, you're an endangered species. Carol says, I guess if I posted things I have received as gifts, I wouldn't have any so-called friends, and they were not for Valentine's Day either. And that's the way to me. You know, there has to be an element of surprise. I wanted to get to save the best for last because all this time we've been talking about relationships. Well, guess what? Y'all are married. Me and Tasha ain't.
I don't know him.
That's
so
I don't want to be.
I don't know him.
True, very true. So the question, and again, when I posed this question, Kenny would have been on the show. Tasha, this is for me and you mostly. Okay. We're single folk. Do you feel more today, February 14th, 2024? Is it more of a feeling of relief or one of regret?
Oh, I'm regretting because everybody's gonna be fucking tonight, and I'm jealous. Okay, I hate all of you bitches who's getting all the dick tonight. I hate all y'all. I'm jealous.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that.
What the?
I am jealous.
That. Wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that either. I don't have
I
nothing to
wasn't
say.
even- I can't even say nothing.
Tasha, you
I'm gonna be quiet.
surprised me with that one.
I am. That's the only thing for me for today is
Wow.
because you're guaranteed to have sex today. It's like a guarantee. So for all of you, I hope
Put
for
your
the
hand.
men you can't get it up, and for the women that you can't get
Damn.
wet. I hope
Wait a
all
Damn.
that
No, we
sex
not
Damn.
gonna
today.
say that
Okay,
bullshit.
if I
Wait a minute,
can't get
Ricky
none,
Bobby. Don't
No.
put
y'all
that
don't
evil
get
on me,
none.
Ricky Bobby. Don't
Damn.
put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Damn.
I
Damn.
rebuke that.
But DJ said eat for that dry pussy. So damn.
What?
No,
I
you
was
don't, you
not
don't
looking at it
want
that way.
none.
Tasha, you threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Mine is of relief, to be perfectly honest with you.
I should just
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Tasha, I think you threw
I'm
everybody for a loop.
I'm jealous.
That's oil.
No,
Yeah.
it
And
ain't
I
that
would have
you-
felt that way other times, but for tonight, you know what? For tonight, it's more relief. That I'm not doing Valentines. I'm not in a stable relationship. I was gonna say monogamous, but I'm not a monogamous person anyway. So I'm not in. I have no semblance of a relationship right now, and where I'm at psychologically, emotionally, and physically, I've got a lot of shit going on. For me, it's actually a relief right now that I'm single on Valentine's Day. I got way too much shit going on right now to be with anybody. So I feel relieved. I feel absolutely relieved on today that there's been no pressure whatsoever. I don't celebrate it anyway. And again, I'm not even dating anybody. I don't even have any real side fucks right now. So I'm probably, in one sense, I'm probably as healthy as I've been in a long time. Not even an inkling of chlamydia. Chlamydia is so far behind me right now that shit, like I can't even fucking get like a little bit of STD from head right now. Like right now, just shit is just, and so again, I've been drinking my I'm just saying, I'm relieved because I've been focusing, I've been drinking my tea, folks, lemon tea with honey, the motherfucking Manjaro is flattening my stomach. Maybe in 2025.
What is Manjaro?
Right, I take Manjaro.
So like the weight loss medicine.
Yeah, the injection thing.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah. So I take Manjaro. So again, outside of a little peripheral neuropathy, I'm getting healthier and healthier. And so I feel relieved right now that don't let a motherfucker get slim. Don't let this double chin go
No,
away
that's right.
and this
I
belly
gotta
sit
watch
down.
your shit.
That dick gonna be on full display in 2025.
Oh,
And
never mind.
I will be out in full force. Don't ever let a nigga get to a point where he can take his shirt off again. Shit. It's going down
Get
then.
Get him.
The DJ say, honestly, being single is dope, and having someone is dope. It's all about being happy.
Mhm.
I love that, DJ. And joking and now I am in a happy place, DJ.
I love that.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
I'm in a good place mentally right now. Too, that I am happy. Like I'm not lonely or anything like that. It is cool, kind of working on yourself, kind of getting some shit together, and on a serious note, to try to be a better for me and maybe be better in relationships. I literally was talking to my boss today about this, that I've learned so much from all of the mistakes I've made and all of the dirty shit I've done. And I ain't really trying to tread back down that road, to be honest with you.
Your boss a woman?
Huh?
Your boss a woman?
My what?
Is your boss a woman?
She's a woman. Me and my boss is cool as fuck. And so I want to end by one of my viewers, and she wanted me to share this with the group.
Okay.
She is in the process of buying her house,
Ooh.
leaving her man.
Oh, I did that.
So we are planning on reigniting a sexual relationship. So she's going to be my fuck buddy before this year is out.
You know what?
I've got to get healthy. I've got to get this dick home. Just turned 45 years old. Hey, baby. So anyway,
Time out. Time the hell
You,
out.
you heard it here first.
we had this me and her had this real conversation. Hopefully her man is not watching. She's probably watching this
What
in
the
the
heck?
garage, you know, but I'm just first,
Just messy.
I didn't say a name. I did not say a name. And nice pictures, baby. So keep that pussy tight for me. You looking
What
good.
So what?
You get that pussy healthy and whole. And
Healthy?
get all whiffs
What
of his
is
smell
this?
away from that pussy.
What's
I don't
going
want to
on?
smell him on that pussy. And you know, just
Unhealthy.
I'm just thank you.
Why is it unhealthy though? Like DJ said it's dry. You said it's unhealthy. What is going on with the box?
Oh, this is the longest I've ever seen him plan for anything, though.
Right.
You got to do calisthenics. You got to get it right.
Go work out. Well, what's going on?
You got to get healthy. You got to train because again, I'm getting older. I don't want that pussy to wear me out. I don't want to have a heart attack or a stroke. You know. So and again, okay.
Oh, you
So,
gotta start
right
working
now-
on your moves again.
I've got Tasha. I've got to reinvent and get some new moves. This old dog need to learn some new tricks because I ain't gonna be huffling her ass all around this apartment.
You stupid.
Baby, we're not doing that. You know, we're not doing that. But we've been known to test some shit up. So I want to get back to the good old days where we can break some shit up, slam it. I do want to slam up against a couple of walls. You know, go back to the good old days. But anyway, that is my Valentine's Day hope. So right now, I'm getting healthy. I'm getting healthy, baby. I'm drinking tea. I'm giving up coffee. Getting this dick healthy. Yes, indeed.
You keep throwing Hana when you keep saying getting it healthy. What's wrong with you?
why is it sick?
That's what the Manjaro is for. With
That's
diabetes and shit. Diabetes is a horrible thing. It fucks with your libido, you know, even being for every they claim for every 10 to 15 pounds you lose, you grow an inch. So again, once upon a time, I used to stand at a urinal with the big boys. But shit, now all these big dick young people, shit, I have to get close up on a urinal. These young motherfuckers, you know, embarrassing me. But
Going into college.
Nigga be
Right.
waking up in the middle of the night, peeing in a bucket. You know, all this shit.
Stop
you know?
saying that. Stop telling people that. Stop
Look,
it.
health is wealth. Thank you, DJ.
As well.
I'm just keeping it. It's called real talk, folks. It's called real talk. So anyway, a nigga is getting back healthy, getting on my grind.
Okay.
I got my Bill Cosby sweater on. I'm
Not
get
Bill,
my
Bill.
swag back.
Anybody
You know
but
what?
Bill. We're not
Bruh. Bill Cosby.
And I'm talking about the current Bill Cosby doping.
Yeah.
Niggas, not
He
the
ain't talking about the old Cosby.
Cosby, get your boy.
So
Get him.
I wore this in honor of Father Bill.
Oh my God.
Father Bill, God.
Oh man.
And
Why couldn't you say Mr. Rogers? You know, you could have picked somebody else.
And by the way,
Bill.
free R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly.
Please.
Bill knockout Cosby. Come
All
on.
right, let's not.
Yes, indeed.
That's not his
Folks, we are on the other side of Wednesday. I love when we get to this place. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and share a little bit of your Valentine's Day with us. I love you guys so much, and I hope the rest of your evening is a happy Valentine's Day. This fat black man is getting ready to go take a shower and go get to the Winnie the Pooh. I spent about 75% of my time without wearing drawers, and I can't wait to get out of these sweats. So God bless y'all. Everybody have a good night. It's been a good show.
You gonna set everybody off with that?
I'm just saying, you have no idea. I can't wait I like to walk around like Winnie the Pooh. I want to be, that's another benefit of being single and living alone, that I can sit my fat ass in bed and eat on a little bit of Reese's Pieces and drink me something without drawers on. God bless everybody. Y'all have a
Good night,
great night.
Good
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
All right.